Hey guys, welcome to today's video. It is not a Tip Tuesday because I have a big announcement. Tip Tuesday has finally come to an end. I am going to link the playlist below. I did Tip Tuesdays for a year plus. There are so many great tips within the library of Tip Tuesday. So if you haven't watched all of those, then you can still go back and watch them. But we are starting a new chapter here on my channel, and I thought that I would do tutorials every Tuesday. So we are going to do Tutorial Tuesday. Any kind of request, trend, something that you want to see tutorial style broken down here on my channel, let me know. I'm always wanting to create videos that you guys want to see, of course. So let me know your thoughts in the comments here on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, on my app, anywhere. I'm lots of places you can come and find me. As for this look right here, I only used one palette, and that is the brand new Nouveau Natural eyeshadow palette from Stila. I hauled this in my most recent Sephora haul. This is a more glam look because of the lashes, but you absolutely don't have to do the lashes. Add and subtract what you like from these tutorials. Take the tips, apply them to what works for your life and what works best for you. But this look is, of course, a night out, springtime night out, cool toned, really glamorous eye, and I hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know what you think in the comments, and let's hop to the tutorial. Good morning from my unmade up face, and let's fix that right now, starting with a little bit of eye priming, and I am using the Time Balm concealer from the Balm in Light and a dampened beauty blender. And then we are going to move straight into the star of the show, the Nouveau Natural palette from Stila. We are using cool shades only on the eyes today, perfect for spring. We're going to start fluffing the shade Desire All over the lid just to set that concealer to make it work better as a primer. Then we are going in with the shade Understanding in the crease. We are just going to fluff that back and forth. I'm using a MAC 224 brush, and nothing major here, just windshield wiper motions. I went back for a double dose of color, so I'm building that up just a little bit so that you can actually see a little bit of that color. And then I'm switching up brushes. I'm taking a MAC 217 and picking up the shade Coco. I am going to angle that in my crease using more of a back and forth motion and getting a straight definition in the crease where I am not hitting the edge of my eye very much. I am just trying to create a little bit of a shadow line. I don't want to round out things because we are going to go in and sharpen things up in the next step. So you see I'm moving back and forth, and then I'm going to take my brush on the side and make sure that everything is blended out. Now I am taking the shade Java and a smaller, more detailed brush, and I'm going along the lash line, but you notice I have a wedge sponge, and I'm using that instead of doing the tape technique. This just gives you a softer edge, and you don't have to peel anything off of the skin. I find it works much better, and I like the way this looks better. It's easier too. So I am just making sure that I am shading out that edge, and then I do go back with the excess on the 217 brush and press and buff that edge out. And look how pretty that looks. It's really clean, but it is not overly sharp. So now I am taking the shade Java once more and going over the lash line just to create a little bit of a line there. We are going to cover this up slightly, but I did want to smoke out the lash line just a little bit. Now I am taking the shade Desire once again on a clean 217 brush and packing that over the lid. Now I am taking the shade Instinct. I kind of just went for it, and it was a little much, as you see here. So I am taking that 217 brush again, which is like our cleanup blending magic brush, and I'm just running that through the crease to make sure that everything is really clean. I did decide that I wanted some separation in the crease. It was just a little too bright, so I went back in with Coco and a smaller, more detailed brush and shaped out the crease again. So you are working back and forth quite a bit when you do a look like this. Now I'm taking the Pixie Endless Silky Pencil in black, and I am just dabbing this along the lash line because I'm going to go back in and buff things out and make it very smoky and smudgy. And this is the perfect liner to do that with because it does blend out so beautifully, but it wears all day long. Incredible staying power, Love that liner so much. Stepping away from the eyes for a bit and applying some foundation before we go to that lower lash line, I'm using a concoction here, my LA Pro BB and Charlotte Tilbury, which is like the ultimate high-low mixture here, but I love the way this looks blended together, and I love applying it with my fingertips and then going over this with a dampened beauty blender just to make sure that everything is absolutely smooth. But this stuff looks so incredible, not just on camera, but in real life too. So now I'm going back to my Time Balm concealer, which, as we can tell, I'm obsessed with lately. I have to use this every day of my life. Like, I cannot even go a day without it. I am just pressing that underneath my eye, and then I'm taking MAC's Prep and Prime in Light Boost, and I am hitting all the highlight areas that I want to bring forward and looking so sexy while doing it. I always have to laugh at myself whenever I am sculpting out the face and highlighting and contouring, because it does look crazy, but once it is blended in like I am doing here, it just gives a lot of balance to the face. And this is not a cakey product. It's not going to make you look overly heavy or anything like that. So don't be afraid to do a little bit of subtle highlighting. Now I'm setting everything with a translucent powder, and again, I'm still using the same sponge this entire time. This helps me get ready so much faster. I'm so loving my beauty blender right now, and I'm just pressing that translucent powder everywhere. Now I'm taking my Bicor bronzer, which is heaven sent. I so love this stuff. I am just pressing it all over the perimeter of my face with this giant fluffy brush from IT Cosmetics, and this gives you the most realistic looking tan. It just adds a glow with no shimmer. The color is perfect, and I am so loving this product. Love, love, love. And don't forget to always take a little bit of bronzer down the neck. Now I'm taking my NARS Ita brush, which is my favorite thing for contouring. I didn't think I would love this as much as I do, but it's such a game changer. I love the handle. I love the way this sculpts out my nose and my cheeks. And I am using the Soleil bronzer from Too Faced, the one that smells like chocolate, in light medium, and just doing a little bit of light sculpting, nothing crazy. I am going to curl my lashes with my favorite lash curler ever, the Kevyn lash curler. And here I am applying my Dior Iconic Overcurl. I love this mascara. It is a really good one. It really helps to hold a curl, and I am going to be putting on falsies, and I like to use that one when I am applying falsies because of how well it holds a curl. So here I am taking the shade Coco on a flat brush, laying it on the lower lash line almost all the way in, about 75% of the way in, and buffing it out. Here's where things get a little bit crazy. This looks nuts. I applied my Kevyn brightening powder from the contour kit. Didn't like it at first. I was like, crap, that is way too bright. But then I just buffed it out a little bit with my smaller Zoeva brush. And once everything is done, lips done, eyes done, lashes on, blush on, everything came together and looked beautiful. So sometimes mistakes come together at the end. Sometimes they're just god-awful, but thank God this one worked. So I applied a black liner in my waterline, and here I'm using M Cosmetics in the I Love Pinks, I believe it's called, little lip palette. I love it. It's beautiful, jelly, and gorgeous. And then I'm taking Tea Rose from Milani on my cheeks, and I think that's the perfect shade for spring. It's just really pretty and girly. I probably should mention that my camera overheated and I had to apply my falsies off camera. I am trying to figure out how to not have my camera overheat when I do these tutorials. Anyway, moving on, I am just re-brightening things up. I am highlighting my nose and the tops of my cheeks with the Shine On powder from Makeup Forever that I am so in love with, and hitting the lower lashes with my Dior Iconic Overcurl. And we are almost done. We are in the home stretch. So I set my face with a little bit of L'Oreal Infallible Setting Spray, and this is it. This is the finished, complete look. You don't have to do lashes. You don't have to do heavy waterlining. Without those two things, this would be very daytime because there is no wing. Be sure to leave me requests for any upcoming looks that you want to see created on Tutorial Tuesday. I'm so excited about this, and I hope you guys are too. Please give a thumbs up if you like this spring look, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.